Welcome back to another full route visual. Today this is service S6 between Swindon Bus Station and Oxford, Osney Island. Of course, due to the Network Rail work that's happening on the Botley Road Railway Bridge, this service cannot go through Osney Island. It used to terminate at Gloucester Green Bus Station, serving Frideswise Square after Osney Island, but now it terminates at Osney Island, which is about just over 5 minute walk from the city centre. This is the 09:35 departure on a Sunday, and we're on YP14 GYZ, Scania N230 UD, ADL Enviro 400. Of course, the normal vehicles used on this service are ADL Enviro 400 MMC Stagecoach Gold with the branding of S6. But today they've decided we're not going to put one of those on it. So yeah, enjoy. Look at that coach. That's a tiny coach. What is that? The next bus stop is Corporation Street. So yeah, service S6 runs Monday to Friday, every 20 minutes on average, but during the peak hours it goes to every 15 minutes. Saturdays it's every 20 minutes as well, and then Sundays it's every 30 minutes. The first trip in the morning is about 4:40 a.m. Monday to Friday. Saturdays it's 5:40 or something like that, and then Sundays it's 6:35. And the last trip can be anywhere between 11:15 and 2:15. So on Fridays and Saturdays, services go from here to Oxford until 3:15 in the morning, or 2:15 in the morning, with the final service from Oxford back to Swindon, 3:45. The service is a bit like the 55 in terms of length. It takes just over 1 hour 20 minutes. We are due into Oxford at 10:57, which is in 1 hour 22 minutes. And it stands for 3 minutes at Farringdon Market Square at the midpoint of this journey. And the blind actually reads Farringdon for Oxford or Farringdon for Swindon when it's not done Farringdon yet. It's one of those broken up services, which the 55 used to be. It used to be Cairn for Chippenham, back when it used to stand for 5 minutes, but it no longer does that, and it is not direct, but like it's not a broken up service anymore. This is Corporation Street, stop K. The next bus stop is Spring Gardens. So this service does begin down Queen's Drive for a short period of, well, not short period of time, but for a certain amount of time. Of course, back when Fleming Way was open, we would have gone left out of the bus station and round and then down Fleming Way, because there's no right turn on Manchester Road to come up Corporation Street, hence why we go up whatever the road's called, and then down Aylesbury Street after Station Road. It's like going down the back roads almost. That's why we do it, because no right turn on Manchester Road onto Corporation Street. And now we are joining on, with the way the 1A, the 1B go towards Great Western Hospital, but this one doesn't stay on the road as long. So this is Spring Gardens. Just in front of us, YX17NJF 2771 on the 14 down to Leiden and Eldene, operated by Swindon's Bus Company. So there is a bus lane for the majority of this bit, and once you get to Magic Roundabout, there's a bus lane on the into Swindon end, but not on our end. I can't remember how far this service goes down Queen's Drive, but yeah. The next bus stop is fire station is next. But yeah, at the moment there is a bus lane on both sides, so it's single lane traffic, but a bus lane on each side. So after 7 PM and before 7 AM, this will turn into a double laned road almost. We're not stopping at ambulance station. Not ambulance, fire station, coming up to the magic roundabout now. So this 14 will continue straight over, but I believe we don't. I actually don't know. The next bus stop is ambulance station for this journey. I'm not going to be able to do this for every bus stop because I don't know every bus stop on the way. On our left over there is the county ground for Swindon Town FC, who were at home yesterday as of recording this, and I believe they won, because on my bus home there was quite a few supporters. Oh, nearly crashed there. No, we do go the same way as like the 5, the 14, the 13, the 1, the 1A, the 1B, all of that for now. So we're going to go past ambulance station, which is our next bus stop. I think we will be stopping. Yeah, we are. Ambulance station. This is, of course, served by Swindon's bus company, mostly 1, 1A, 1B, the 5, the 2, 23, 13 and 14 stagecoach operate the X46, 46, 48, 48A, 80, 81, 49 comes this way, I believe. No, it doesn't, it goes Old Town. Never mind, that's wrong. And then the X5 to Salisbury comes this way. So I don't know where this service goes next, because I know there's Walcott West bus stop, Osney. No, I think we're turning off now. So we don't actually do much at Queen's Drive. I don't know, I've not done this service before. It's my first time doing it. Yeah, we're going to take first exit here to serve Greenbridge Retail Park and like that area, and Stratton Park, Sainsbury's and all that. So all that talk about Queen's Drive doesn't even matter, because we don't go down it at all. Caught by a red light here, of course. Things you love to see. Coming up to Ford, Drake's Way Ford this is, A4312. And we are now approaching the bus stop that we will be stopping at. The next bus stop is Greenbridge Retail Park, I believe. Yeah. So we've got Smart and Mercedes on our left-hand side. Hollywood Bowl, brand new, into Greenbridge Retail Park. course, the 7 would come from our left-hand side, actually in Greenbridge Retail Park area, but we're going to carry on straight here, around this roundabout. And we will be stopping again. Okay, this is the end of commentary for this episode. Enjoy the service, and I will probably catch up in Farringdon and then at the end in Oxford. And this is Stratton Park Sainsbury's. This is an S6 service to Farringdon and Oxford via Shrivenham, Watchfield. That's it. So yeah, just like the 55, this is a gold service. This is the gold S6. It's one of the designated gold routes that Stagecoach have. So Swindon Depot, it's 55 and S6. And then at Cheltenham Depot, it's the 94, 94X. I don't think Gloucester Depot have any. and Stroud Depot have the 63, or it used to be, I don't know if it still is, but yeah. Coming up to police station, bloody got the fleet on our left hand side. Whether this bus stop's called police station's another story. We've gone right in front of the police station as well. No, this one, oh, Amazon's over there, so I'm going to guess this is called Amazon. I don't know, could be wrong. This is Amazon BSR2. No, this is Symmetry Park. So I believe the Amazon staff bus goes in, and also there's the Service 6, which is Stratton Park to Link Centre via the town centre. We're actually running alongside the railway line at the moment between Swindon and Didcot Parkway, because I remember being on the train and seeing this road and Amazon and was like, oh, the S6 goes down there. This is going to be sort of like the road the entire way now, just like the 55. Wonder whether we'll see a train on that railway line. And we've entered Oxfordshire. There was actually a sign to state that now we're going under the railway line. But yeah, we're in Oxfordshire now. And the railway line's on our right hand side now. And we're going to be leaving this road, I believe, to turn into Shrivenham. Yeah, next up is the Shrivenham and Borton area. So we are leaving the A420 there. This is Lower Borton Turn. There are variants of this service, as in some serve Watchfield something. Like there's somewhere in Watchfield that's served on an every other service, Monday to Saturday. Like it's every 20 minutes, but it only gets served once an hour or something like that. But on Sundays, I don't know if it does it. Not that we're in Watchfield yet, but hey ho. This is Buckland Drive. So apparently this is the B4000. Apparently, the more you know. Pulling into this bus stop here. This is Shrivenham Green. I'm also not going to pause this so we get to see the full service length. I know I paused it like once already, but that wasn't for very long. So, yeah. I always love bus stops like this. So they put the shelter like that, and then the bus has to stop on a small bit of pavement. They got it on the other side as well. Like it's just a small bit of the pavement, and then the bus shelter somewhere else. So we're going to be going around. Oh yeah, and some serve Fernham, but some don't, and this doesn't on Sundays, not at all. So we're going to bend round to the left onto Farringdon Road. And we will cross over with an S6 because there was someone waiting at that bus stop. Oh, this bit's lovely, isn't it? We do have priority though, so you've got to love little roads like this, giving bikes their little lanes. Shrivenham Park Golf Club then. Wow, this is tight. I feel like I'm not allowed to record this. So that was a defence academy of the United Kingdom, Shrivenham Station. Which, surprisingly, gets a bus service quite frequently as well. And now we are in Watchfield, and we are stopping. Northford Hill. Yeah, so we did this on the 55 in, I can't remember where, Lynham? Yeah, Lynham had the engineering and mechanical people, REME, and we ran alongside a barbed wire area as well. But that actually goes into the actual area, if you know what I mean. So yeah, this doesn't serve Watchfield Village. It would have turned just after that bus stop. But it would do every so often, Monday to Saturday. Yeah, you can see it all on our left-hand side, right-hand side. Well, you can't, but it is. And we are stopping. Axis Road, this is. So the final service, Monday to Sunday, actually terminates here from Swindon. The final one from Swindon terminates here every single day, Monday to Sunday. And then there's some services which don't serve this area because they turn off the Watchfield Village, which is served, I think, once an hour, Monday to Saturday. So it's every 20 minutes. It's served on the one of those, I think. And we're stopping again. What an awkward place to put a bus stop. This is Farringdon Road, and there's the bus coming in the other direction. So yeah, Defence Academy it is, which we're still running along the side of. So that is what this bus should be, and the driver hasn't changed the blind for some reason. YP14XBT 15344. Still says Farringdon 4 Oxford, when it should change it in Farringdon to be just Swindon via Shrivenham, but it hasn't. Don't know why. Probably forgot.
Well, dude, I truly have the plasma. My physical therapist said, so after our last class, UK class, I broke my left foot, and I got out of the boot like a couple days ago. Yeah. And when I was going to the PT, he's like, let me just see his hand. He's like, you got the fastest speed I've ever seen.
That one American be like, hi!
I'm so excited.
I was looking at it.
So I'm a big minimalist and barefoot kind of guy. So like my shoes are like foot shaped.
And you look like you like a white toe box.
Yeah,
Excuse me, we can all film
Foot shaped, wide toe box, like all that sort of good stuff. And so lambs are the way for me when it comes to you need outdoor shoes.
Yeah.
I'm glad I was like gonna go back to bed, and I'm glad you guys texted me.
No, yeah, dude.
You gotta fight it.
We were saying when we were walking over here, you gotta
to the window.
gotta be mobile today.
Well, I was gonna go run. I was like, you know what? We'll walk.
We can get the running.
Well,
Don't worry. We'll get the running.
Yeah.
Tomorrow. Why are y'all so keen on running today?
Ranger, listen. We are trying to get our pre-pub weight.
Yeah.
Dude, I got a long race in May. I gotta prepare for it.
For me, the thing I wish I would be able to do, but I didn't bring the right stuff, because I ignorantly assumed there would be no pool. I gotta sort out my swim for the cat feet. I've never
Oh,
had a
dude,
chance
that
to do.
Dude, the Gappy swim is
Yeah.
that.
I know that's just the one thing that I'm like, yeah, it's like everything else I can do in my sleep.
Do they do the shot put thing still too?
I think so. I think it's
Yeah.
part of it. It's like one of those optional
When I
ones.
was
Like,
a freshman in college, I failed out of the gapping because of that shot put. I
Mother-
weighed 150 pounds. And like the ball weighed about 1/8 of me. I couldn't throw it.
When'd you fill out?
Huh?
When'd you fill out?
You could argue after Ranger School, but when I started Ranger School, I was 145
that's on
pounds.
Harrison. When,
And
2 years ago,
graduated at
my
119,
brother and I,
and then
Adrian's wall.
I'm happy. I'm like 176 right now. I'd like to be 165. Maybe it's a little bit more leaner.
You get a porter to take
I got a
you
little
to
staff
place
fat
to
on
place.
me.
There's like companies that are like, oh,
I've been counting my calories now for like 2 months.
it's in
Slowly
north of
chiseling
York.
it.
It's like just south of
So
the
this trip is detrimental to that
Scottish.
plan.
England border.
I've
Like,
been
it's
185
Carlisle
and I was
to
like,
Newcastle. But like,
And,
something
I
you
was
like
tiny.
for like when your kids get older and keep them.
I've been the same height
like,
weight for like
such a nice thing.
like 20
Yeah, I
years.
think the first place I'd ever take the kids internationally would be the UK just because the language.
It's amazing. Ireland, UK, like
My
I have
armor
family in
when I was
Portugal, so it's like that's the other thing. But I feel like I don't know the language as well as I should. My grandparents just go really dead, and so
And he
Cut
was just
the
gym
seat
rat
here.
too. And I was like, hey, I want to
so I mean we have that, but I feel like my
wintertime.
family
No one's running.
is kind of
And
condescending.
I'm like,
because
dude,
they
I want to
feel
get as big as I
shouldn't talk my
possibly
kids.
can.
Seriously, like,
Hell
like,
yeah. So he's
should've
like,
done all
I
the
want you
language stuff, but
to,
I-
you didn't give me
I
my
don't know. Have you been there
macros.
before?
You know, like right
Oh,
now, I can
no,
fit
we
it.
didn't. I didn't get to go to
You know,
Portugal.
eating became my
so
job.
you stationed here, you kidding?
I was
I
born
loved
in
how I
Turkey.
looked.
We went back.
I topped out
with
at
my dad
194
when I was 10
pounds.
for 3
Fucking
years. And I
Huge.
came from 2
It was awesome.
for
And then I
2
took the
years.
company on
We
the
got
run.
COVIDed out.
Yeah,
a
dude, I was,
out.
oh yeah, and that's when I was like, yeah, I gotta cut the calorie intake by like half. Like,
My wife wants me to be like 225, and I'm like, absolutely not.
yeah, once you get out of the army, dude, you don't have to run anymore.
We thought about doing
Like, absolutely
trying to get like
not.
station internet.
I showed her
my wife
a
has such
picture
a good
of
job right now.
Jalen Hurts. I was like,
So I don't want to fucking.
This man is
Dude,
245.
I was like, this dude is 6'1", or this dude
We
is
had to have
6'2",
a long
225.
conversation before we accepted 2-0 about
She was like, yeah, and I was like,
my
no,
wife had
his
just married me,
professional
and
job is
I was
to
like,
lift
this is
weights.
our
And
first
He's
time.
also
Right.
squatting
Right.
625 pounds.
Yeah.
Over 600 pounds.
Like,
I was like, my fucking
I met her
PR
when I was
spot is
in
a
Columbus.
485.
She was doing her master's
We
at
ain't getting
Auburn.
there.
Yeah, so we ain't.
So we met, and I was like, okay, we go to Germany, we
man.
accept this. This is what it means.
So she's like, you can always put
it's gonna be
more
part
weight.
of my
She like,
deployment.
not like a
It's
puppy
you're
boy.
gonna
She's
be
like,
a long
yeah,
time
you
base
can weight
for
up. I'm like, no.
it's gonna seem very lonely at first.
I
What
pride
years
myself
are
on
you
my
in Columbus?
ability to pull
I was,
340 and then run like a 13
I
minute.
went
Yeah,
back
yeah.
in
I'm not fucking with it. I'm not.
They call me a
16
hybrid
to
athlete.
19, 16, 19. While I was there.
Do you know have you ever heard of the High Rocks?
It was Colonel
You know,
Cheney,
like,
the RXO.
games or whatever?
For regiment?
Nah,
I don't
they're like huge here.
That sounds so
in,
familiar, but
in Europe.
I was in,
But one of the dudes in my
I was in STB.
syndicate. He went to the world.
Major
like
Sackett was
top
our
100 of the
guy.
world.
Yes, yes, yes,
Uh,
yes.
league.
Super lean.
So I did one of my league
Super
offers.
Dude,
fast.
I went to
Super
Rasmus
fast.
League.
But
He freaking grazed my ear with a sim round in a shoot house. Dude, it would freak me out. I was like, dude! He was a good guy.
Doug Lee got out, man. That's what a lot of
Did
those
he?
dudes. He got out. He works as an FBI attorney
I
now.
was unfortunate we
Nice.
you guys couldn't
Yeah,
do
dude, he
the
grazed my ear with a
fight.
fucking
Yeah.
with a
Yeah.
blue round. Dude,
I-
those I thought
Fight
it was gonna be a
fight
nonsense. I
CGSC.
was like, dude, did I like
Like,
turn my head weird? But yeah, it was.
My wife would have been all over it, but like, and it's cool. But
But it was so stereotypical. It's like, we're
I
gonna
ain't
put
trained
Jack
up
in
for that.
Zach.
You
And
kidding
like,
me?
yes, sir. And I was like, it's kind of weird, but whatever. See?
And Julie's big like endurance athlete.
Yeah, that's where
she,
I go back to
she and I
Columbus.
both
Not-
got into it
Not
recently.
super excited, but not
She
like
started doing-
sad about it. It's not the
She
worst
started
place.
doing
Dude, we
triathlons
love
last
that.
spring.
Still, I
and
mean, it's great. It
did
was
her
being
first
Europe.
half Ironman.
My wife and I was
Uh,
that's our happiest time. Those
about a
first
month ago.
staffing.
Where did you live?
2 months ago. And
So
then,
we were. I was a JO, so we lived
and
in.
then it's doing another half
Phoenix.
Ironman the day after we
They
graduated.
converted
and then
over.
trying to do a
Yeah,
full
did
Ironman
the
next
polished
year.
concrete floors.
Yeah, and I started doing ultras.
That was not the
Yeah, I'm
new
doing
one,
a
but the
52
old
mile
one
race
that
in
was
May.
like, the iconic one.
You
I
have
lived
kids?
in an apartment.
She wanted
That
she
bedroom. So
she already had it in her mind. She wants to try to do it.
I honestly, like, I was there.
Yeah, well, no, like she
Columbus.
She wants to do it now before she
I
gets
love the
pregnant.
golf courses there. The
So
people
we
I made
can,
like a lot of like
check the
civilian
vibes.
friends there.
Do you know where you're gonna go back and live where you were at before? Or?
I've known
No,
those
just because it
nerds
works.
athletes
We're trying to live on pace.
one of their
There's
ones
no
that was like,
wait list.
oh, yeah.
Like, you can't
Run
get
a
a wait list.
marathon.
You clear
6
this
months.
place.
Really?
Yeah,
Psycho.
dude,
That's a
What?
weird thing.
It is.
You know-
And it's
you know
all
Barry
open
Keller?
living. So
Yeah,
there's
so
no
like,
like office.
I was talking to her,
I reached
and
out
she
to
was like, "Yeah, I would love to
some
try
people I used to
to
civilians on the
do
base
a half
that still
Ironman."
work
She's like,
there.
"But you
And I
like
used to work
abandon
with
your
them. I'm like,
family
hey,
to
can you
train
help
for
me out?
that." I was like, "Oh yeah, I didn't see my lives on the weekends."
It's like
So
such
she'd
a-
be like, "All right, I'm going out on an
That's
8 mile,
such a pain.
an 8-hour bike ride." I was like, "All right, see you at dinner."
See you dinner.
But
She's like, "I would have to abandon my
when I lived
kids."
there, I lived at Butt. Did you play golf at all
Very
when you were there?
awesome.
Yeah, she's awesome.
When I taught at Eyebolt for a year, and two of the instructors I was with, my
It is the-
company,
it's-
they were
let's
big
see.
country club guys.
James Blue,
What were their names?
Guy with
Mary Keller, Matt Keller,
Dustin
Johnny
Turner,
Jake
and a guy
Jake
named,
Hellwig. He's our neighbor.
I
Think Jake
what was his
Hellwig?
name?
He's an FA guy.
No, there's like 10 of us.
This would have been in the
Oh,
18, 19,
Sujak,
mostly 19.
Sai.
Did Rob Beery?
There's like 10 or 12 of us that were all
Oh yeah, I
in
know
Boulder.
Beery.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
they
he was
were
in
out here
the he was in the other company.
When did you go to Boulder?
He was like he did like a company command there.
Yeah, no, he's a Robert Tight. We were worked together.
Oh, so you were like
Dude, he had
314.
like
yeah.
a whole
We were all like
upper
7, 8.
second lieutenant that was like working for him, like you know.
I was just
like,
say I don't
he had
think
luck
there
or
are many
something.
people from my Boulder class.
So you
that
guys-
are
you
from
graduated
the
at
Army,
13,
you know?
So
Yeah, exactly. And he
There aren't-
came
there
into
aren't
my
Many
he was in the
my
Delta company. I was
class
in
left.
the Charlie company. Long story short, this like second lieutenant came in and asked if we could use a printer when we were in a meeting, and I was like, hey, can you just like get out for a second? He goes, I need to use your printer. I was like, you not fucking hear me? Get out. And he said, fucking asshole. And I heard him. I was like, get the fuck over. I could shoot his ass out, and then I like took him over to Beery. And I was like, wait here, and I closed the door. I was like, hey, Beery. I was like, chilling. I was like, hey, what's up? Hey, your guy. He's like, oh, what a fucking okay, whatever. I'll take care of it. I was like, you're the man. And I like opened the door. I was all pissed off, scared, fucked. But yeah, it was funny. We laughed about it later.
and my wife ended up going. Her dad retired out of there.
You know what 2 wheels
Out
is?
of Benny.
I got a free
It's
bike
alright.
over the winter break.
Oh yeah.
Actually, I got a free
Dude,
bike
the
over this
downtown
past
area?
week. Is what it
Got a
was.
switch up, so it's-
There's a bike.
Dude, look at the
That's
downtown
been
area.
left
If
in
you're
the
like
middle of our
thinking about not wanting to be on pace, but
neighborhood.
maybe buying
It's
that
like
downtown
months.
area,
Yeah.
it's
And I was like,
really.
and it
My
was
buddy
like
Mike
they'd
Fox
been
was
buried in the
over
snow
in
twice
Sunny
and
Beach.
thawed,
Did you
and their chain was all rusted and
Intern
tires all
guy, so
flat.
he's in
And I was
this.
like, I looked at the other guy, this
He
is
was there
moved
back
since
then
before
too. Back
Thanksgiving.
in his
If it's
major.
Okay,
He's here. Like Fox,
It's
like
like
his
an hour.
high school.
Yep, I was like,
He
if
lives
this
there.
is here when I
Sent
get
me a
back
house.
next
Sent me a house
week.
today. He's trying to get me to
It's
buy
like,
a house, like, but it's expensive.
It's crazy thing.
Is it?
It was
Is it
chained
Did
to
you
a
get like a
bike
house?
rack.
Down in
No, it's really late.
like,
It's been late.
How many bedrooms?
Because I just like put it in the move. I go,
Okay,
we
okay.
walk our
Yeah,
dog
'cause
twice
we
a day,
got
and it has
three
not
kids,
moved
and my
from
wife needs
this
one as an office.
spot on
Yeah,
the sidewalk,
yeah, no,
laying
totally
on
get
the
it.
side,
Yeah.
like across the sidewalk.
Yeah, there's
like,
some really
no
nice
idea.
area,
Just
like-
walk over.
What is the old like you know the
I'm taking
downtown
this
area
bike.
that's right up right up to the uptown.
Yeah.
Dude, there were some really nice houses that were like
That's where Mr. Amos lives. The Athletics CEO.
yes.
He's a member of the country. I was a member of the country club for 4 years there. So
Dude,
I
I didn't-
already joined back.
Dude, I had been there for 2 years and I had no idea that Affleck was quartered in. And I never found
You
myself
al-
in that part of the. Of
You
the
always knew he was there
Columbus.
because he had security guard like that was
Detail around.
Yeah. My buddy Nick worked for Aflac, so
Oh, I
it's one of
definitely
my,
felt
like,
the corner right here.
Columbus County friends.
Columbus Town.
And then they loved me because I did that program at CSU, so they're like, oh, he's buying into the.
Oh, you did the little like master's class or whatever.
Well,
or-
I did it on my own. I did it during career course, then I got selected to the club, so I had to finish it on my own. But yeah, I did that. I also took a class at Auburn on my own. There's a
That
guy.
sucks.
How was
It
that?
was good. It was. I told a guy, Mr. Shore, I was like, I'm looking at doing the LSAT. He's a huge donor for Auburn. He's like, go to Auburn football games with them and be like, go talk to this guy. He's like a associate dean, and so they literally. I had an Auburn ID card. They literally got me to go to a college
Oh,
prep
that's
class.
fun.
The thing that sucked though is it was at 8 at night Central Time.
Oh, so you had to cross
So I
over.
had to cross over, so it's 9 o'clock Eastern Time.
Well, it's nice though because when the time you leave Columbus, the time you show up generally in Auburn, but the problem is when you come back.
back.
after
Oh, it was miserable, yeah. So, but it was. I really did like that area. I got to know a lot of like the local. It's funny how like it's old Southern money.
Yeah. I think if we were to go back, you really like the Opelika area. That was like a nice, like it was like a suburb of Auburn, but you're still close to
Great golf
Columbus.
course.
Dude, great golf course. Great area.
The AU club's there, and so
Is that
Robert Trent Jones. The AU club's like a golf course, and they have the Robert Trent Jones, Opelika, like the
Mhm.
where they have the Barbasol.
Playing high school golf in Alabama, we always played Robert Trent Jones courses.
I didn't know.
Which I had no business playing on.
Yep. I didn't know how nice. I didn't know like
Like the
how
judge.
much people cared
Step
about
on the
Robert Trent
That's
Jones.
funny, dude.
At
That's just a
Tuscaloosa,
southern name
people
of
just
a,
like
of a course,
give
the
away
judge.
3 passes, 18
That's
holes.
perfect.
Yeah.
Robert Trent Jones, and so I was just tossing. I probably had 10 or 12
Yeah, we had a great time at
free
Columbus.
days of
There's that
golf
brewery
play
south.
at Robert
The
Trent Jones.
God, what's the name of that brewery that's just south of Columbus? It's got a Omaha Brewing. Did you ever visit that? Dude, you should get out there. It's good.
When I was it's a funny story how I ended up in Columbus. So I was supposed to go to Hawaii. I had a letter sent. I was supposed to be 214 Camp Hawaii, whatever. Was excited. Did all the schools I wanted to. The squadron commander's like, you go to Ranger school. So I was like, okay, I'll go. Send like one of the armor guys that gets to go. So I go. I recycled Mountain Phase, whatever. A lot of people recycle. I get, but a lot of people recycle in January Mountain Phase. It's cool, fun. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. And so I get out, but I went with like 10 armor guys, and only like 2 of us made it. 3 of us made it. And I get out, and I'm graduating, and they come up to you, here's your 3-day pass, here's a coin, and then our like civilian that did like our order, he's like, hey, he's like, sir, he's like, I'm not giving you your pass. You gotta go talk to the commander. He's like, 'cause I ain't telling you this shit. I told him that. He's like, you got fucked. And he's like, I'm sorry. He wants to go through the window for it. So I go up there, and I was like, he's like, hey, you know, the squadron commander goes, hey, your commander called, and they needed a person like immediately for like this mission, and so we sent this guy Jason Bill, who had failed Rangers, and I was like, okay. He's like, so there's no slot for you in Hawaii anymore, but it's great because I'm gonna send you either to 3 ACR at Hood, or I'm gonna send you to 82nd. And I was just like,
Those are not better options.
but he did it to this kid who was going to Carson too, thankfully, whose dad was a colonel. And so he called his dad over because we're at Ranger graduation, and his dad like starts like chirping down this 05. We thought these were acceptable course of action. So long story short, they were like, well, we can't send it to 82nd anymore. And so I didn't have like that kid ended up going there like, you're gonna go to 3rd ID. I was like, okay, Savannah. So I go in like 2 days after my pass. My orders were for Kelly Hill. So I got Kelly Hill.
Kelly Hill, 3rd ID.
Kelly Hill, 3rd ID. Not even Savannah, 3rd ID. After being slotted, I was like, this is
After
the
going to
most.
Hawaii.
This is the most Army. Like, and that dude, Mr. Jones.
Hey,
like,
you got range school out
Dude,
there.
I don't think I've known anyone that's actually been stationed at Kelly Hill.
dude, I will tell you, it was the best. One of the best experiences I've ever had. But I was so mad. Can you imagine how I was like if it wasn't for my like commanders, I was like, I'm getting out in 3, like I'm done. Like I just absolutely got screwed. Like I was supposed to get my duty station choice. I got nothing like for what I wanted.
Dude, I got out of Ranger school, and I remember it was like, hey, you do the graduation thing, and it was like, okay, my parents are there, and I was like, hey, let's go get some lunch to buy to eat. I'm hungry as always. And I was like, okay, we'll do that. And dude, and they're like, no, you can come back to Iowa immediately so we can process you. And I was like, no, I can go get it back. And then dude came back, walked in. My sergeant was just like, you're fucked. I was like, what am I fucked about? There's no way you guys found out that quick. He goes, no, you're fucked. They have 2 slots for 173rd, and I was holding it for you, but
Did you went to go eat?
you weren't here.
Dude,
Yeah,
what
but
do
I
you-
went to go eat.
dude,
And I was just like, okay.
What do you mean? Like, I knew where I was going before I even arrived.
No, I know, but they had 2 guys that didn't get their tabs, and they dropped. And they're like, okay, we'll
Oh.
give it to this next graduation. People in the graduation.
Gotcha.
So,
Yo, so get this. So, when I go to Ranger school,
But you ended up in regiment and
But,
doing all the other
yeah, it
things,
worked
right?
out.
So it worked out.
Yeah,
It worked
yeah.
out right.
when I went to Ranger school, they, before I left, it was like, hey, once you get your tab, like, you're gonna have a real chill time until
Real chill.
11. And something changed while I was gone. And basically, they believed that they were putting too much pressure on people to get the Ranger tab. So then all the taskings with the people that had the Ranger tabs, my 4-day pass got canceled after graduation because I had to go sit on an ASP for 8 days. So I graduated. Had dinner with my family, got recalled that night, showed up the next morning, and then they told me, go get your ruck because you're going out to an ASP.
dude, that blows.
No, thank you.
That was my first, like,
Yeah,
real-
because dude, like the tradition was like, hey, if you had your tab, you
Yeah,
were like
you're
a
good.
chosen man.
Yeah,
you
oh,
could be
yeah.
like, oh yeah, go to the school
yeah,
desk, find a school.
You're the god.
Yeah.
You can go walk on wherever you want to walk on.
I failed the school right after. They sent me to trying to get up to me. They sent me to Arselik, but it was
Nice.
the Monday following.
Monday. I was
Yeah, you're broken.
the 4th phase of Ranger school. Like,
It was like that star course. I was like, man, I don't even know if my feet can work anymore right now. So I was like, They're like, yeah, we can't let you wait for the next one. I was like, okay, whatever.
Well, so get this. So I get the triple C, and I'm going to SBCT. So they're like the SBCT commander, where I'm going is saying, hey, we want you to go to Striker Leader course before you come up here. Makes sense.
Say less.
Worthless school, man.
Oh, yes, but they're like, so I go and they're like, yeah, the next course is in 8 months, and so I call the commander of my history, 8 months, and they're like, yep, all good. Like okay. So I go and I've now graduated. I have 8 months until I start tracking the course, and I'm like, hey, can I walk on a Pathfinder or whatever? And they're like, no, it's not your track. You're not authorized. And they're like, but you just gotta come in every Wednesday and sign this paper. So for 8 months, I just played golf and got hammered.
What?
Yeah. It was bullshit too, because it was like, fuck me for trying to do something positive in my career and try to walk on the courses that would go vacant otherwise.
Dude, I taught Bible for a year, and at first this after Haley tried like fuck me to Korea, and he's like fine, but then Donahoe came in and was just like, dude, he brought us all in the triple C room, big auditorium, and he goes, hey,
where we are, where it's marked, and where the bus stop shelter is.
To the left, so like our deployment patch, and he goes,
Crazy.
82nd guy, regiment guy, 101st guy, let me see you outside. Walk outside. Hey, congratulations, you all going to Iowa. Oh, sir, we have orders to, you certainly had orders to that place, but now you're going to Iowa.
Wait, what triple C class is? Because I remember this.
I don't remember what it was. I don't remember the number, but we should have in January, and this was like in March. And it's like, yeah, you're
We
going
should
to
be
Iowa.
able to do this.
But I had just got told the whole, like, hey, you can be going to Korea. So I was like, fine, I'll take it. This gets me out of the Korea thing. Like,
ours was a little different, but mine was, they came in, they're like, hey, raise your hand if you're a Ranger regiment, or any type of special operations, but not like SF, CA, any of that. And like all these guys with their hand, they're like, congratulations, you're going to Hood, you're going to Bliss, you're going to blah, blah, blah. They're like, we need to
spread the wealth.
Spread the wealth. And they were like, and he's like, nope, not for discussion.
But dude, that year I taught a Bible, arguably the best year of my army career.
Zanella, was that the?
What's that?
Was it Zanella? Who was the I believe your commander, Jamie Zanella?
Yeah, Zanella.
Were you there with Dave Anderson?
What's that?
Were you there with
We don't
Dave
even
Anderson?
stop at that bus stop, but we did. That was Farringdon Park Retail Park.
Yeah,
When was that, Mitch?
It would have been 18 to 19, so
Oh,
summer
no.
18 to 19.
Nah, there was about a 2-year separation.
But dude, yeah, Zanella.
Oh, that's. I graduated from C in November.
Dude,
18.
I felt bad for him.
I felt bad for him too, because like when you actually talk to him, you're like, okay, he's trying to do the right
Well,
thing.
yes, so
But dude,
my
we
whole
were
striker and leader course
the
debacle,
new
dude.
infantry commandant came in.
So I graduated striker leader in November
The
2019.
awkward thing, right?
Yes, the
Because
last guy,
Hottie hated him,
January
but then
2020.
Hendricks hated him. The
Together just in time.
Hendricks was like trying to make the whole
Yeah,
Bible
so I
thing.
have like a year plus where it's just like,
Hendricks would like come
like,
into our
that's pretty
class
good,
and
man.
talk.
You know, like,
But really,
So
he
you're
was
talking
hard
about
and
sitting there for 8 months
so
or
he
something?
grabbed 3 of us like, hey, you guys are gonna
graduated-
rewrite guide.
I graduated
POI.
I graduated triple C.
Oh,
in
okay, so
November.
like you just want us to like hook up with him. He's like, no, do not report
Yeah,
to
I showed
your
up
do
to
not tell your
Mars.
battalion commander, do not tell your
In March.
commander, just come to my
I went
office.
to Rangers.
And we were like, whoa, we are, this is so hard. And so like we went to his office and we were like, hey sir, just let you know this happened.
Branch. And I was like, hey,
Motherfucker.
this happened.
But
They're
then
like,
he
it's
was,
cool.
you can do it.
You can go back to Rangers once you
So it was
six.
this awkward. Like, he's
Well,
like,
you're
okay,
gonna get needs of the army.
you do it.
He was like,
you
just
do it.
send me.
It's not on you. You guys do it.
Send me your
just keep me in
paperwork.
the
The
loop.
dog saying it's broken. I go,
But yeah, dude, it was
sure will.
very-
and I went straight to the
decision
and
process,
faded
like,
into the background of all the other lieutenants.
Yo, oh, it's
Not if
straight
I
to
did.
Bico.
He tried to
And I was
walk
like,
in,
hey,
like,
can I
you're not
get
here.
work? Printed my work for
So
Carson.
awkward.
And I hung out for 6 because then they're like, oh,
He
you
was
can't
there
have
before he
orders for
took
Carson.
that job.
So you can't
Yeah,
put
he
my
was-
profile.
That's how I worked.
Alright.
Because he was
So I
there
went
for
to-
the.
It ain't broken.
Or no, he was for the Ranger training.
I sent it
Yeah,
out
it
for
was
like
ART.
2 months
Yeah,
and it was like okay-ish.
So I worked with him when they
Showed up in
did
January.
email integration to Ranger School.
I
We
know
did-
good
my
rap
boss,
week.
Gio,
Went
we did
back.
walks.
Right.
What is that?
With the
Early,
people with the
mid-February,
class,
break
yeah.
my foot. Like the
I was like,
back
this is
end.
stupid.
And
Why
it's
are we,
just
like, we're, how many, like, I know I didn't have a Geo
Oh, you
walk
talking
in my
about-
class, like,
I was like, what are
sit
these?
back there, like,
he was like
also,
Korean.
way more enjoyable than not. Just going to walk in the woods.
Quick, man.
Such a
And I
good
was like, I'm
experience.
not
Let's
doing
do it.
that. I'm not doing
When you have
that
bed,
shit.
food in your belly in the shower.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, like,
You
you're just
need
gonna
to
go
I was
get
like,
food
it's not
afterwards.
worth it.
And the
I was
deep
like,
back in the mountains
So
is
do
not
it
that
that the
good.
hard
It's
way.
not that good on the other side.
But yeah, it was, that's how it worked.
Do you remember
got
that
pulled.
lady that was just like,
But sometimes when you sign in when you're a lieutenant, they basically they're overstrike, and so they'll just
I
be
did
like,
Bullock in
do
13,
you want to go to JRTC or do you want to go
and
to
then Ranger in
10th Mountain?
winter, like January.
And she was like, you
to
know,
April.
in my
You've been in Lieutenant Wisdom?
yeah, in knowing
When
the
we
name 10th Mountain, I was like, I want to go to 10th Mountain. So it's like I would live.
So if you did remember going to do borders in Bible? You know, you got to go like
because
pick up
any
the border,
time
finish your borders.
that
That
a
was
unit came and didn't
Really?
have enough fires officers,
That's
they
funny.
short filled them with problems.
Not all right,
13th
Cloud.
Mountain.
Yeah,
And she,
by
by the time I left
I was like,
Bragg, I had
I
done
actually got let just got just
JMRC,
hands
TC, and
JRTC.
I've now done both
he was one of the guys that was
Oh, yeah.
But Julie had done 12
you were there for
JRTC rotations as a lieutenant.
She's like that. I kind of fell out of college. I used to play golf with him almost every weekend.
He was a good dude.
Really good dude.
See,
I
you
guess
can
his
always,
son was
you
throwing
can
up
always
they were out partying.
about lieutenants
Like
like
kids,
kids,
like stuck out in the car. Like, I had on the side of the road
or something like
and
that.
somebody thought he hit him.
I said to her,
so
when we
he was
started
never. He
dating,
was like, I felt so bad.
she
man.
was
He
obviously
was
there,
having
and I
the
was
same,
like,
but
Bragg, and
he hooked me up like. I would go fight. He was a mortar and he was a mortar and officer. So
and she was like, no, it's
tell
not.
his the mortar PL was like, hey, you're taking. He was a good.
I get Chad Land for the first time.
But he would literally
Every
every
range
range
we
we
did,
because you guys
we weren't
got
even
around.
even to the gate
So
yet.
we would
Yeah, that was
literally.
like
Yeah, we get a ton. And so
take everything
I
that you
should
do,
all
never
never
say.
say. You guys, dude,
That's a tough. I can't decide whether I think Eastville or Barstow is
that job. That was actually kind of fun. It was annoying because
Barstow is worse.
sometimes your commander would be chirping me out for like that range. Like you wanted to
Really?
like, how
Irwin
you guys are doing it, but your NCOs that just didn't give a shit. So
Dude, they're like, we don't have to do this? Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Too easy.
Oh, that place is
That's funny.
so you fired with me.
Yeah, at
Like,
least it's
he like went to
she never
Saudi
talked
Arabia
about
for
it recently.
6 times or something.
Kind of like Fairbanks. If you
I
were
see
to go
the
back
concept
there,
range.
don't get me wrong.
Yeah, he made 06.
Not a big
but,
fan of
like,
Louisiana.
He did see
Trailer
Cat.
and
I don't think he
other
made
stuff.
very far.
Yeah,
Dude, he's
and like,
such a
or
weird
like go buy
career, too, 'cause, like,
live on a
he
farm
was
somewhere,
never
and
actually
just
commanded
we're married, married and happy. We got our dogs, get some
He was
land.
like engineer commander, and then
But
like
when
a
you're, a single
HHC
lieutenant there,
commander in the SCP, so he
you
had
gotta,
a
as I always say, you gotta import. Like, you gotta
But then
import
he was
it.
the STB. Yeah, he had a weird, interesting. His sergeant major was like a dickhead though. But dude, his whole team was a dick. They're just dummies. Fucking what was the XO for 211? Something with a D. He was like trying to push this thing where we were gonna do the trench, but he wanted to order pigs, like dead pigs, like just gutted pigs, and he wanted to hang them, shoot at him, like clear the trench, and stick bayonets into him. And then we were gonna like roast them at the end of the live fire. It's like I think that's like there's probably like some health thing for us shooting at them, and then also, yeah, I can only imagine that getting out. That we were sticking pigs in the trench. He's like, no, there's like Dorset or something like with that major's name. And I was like, sir, this is why the POI got taken away from you. It's like because you have dumb ideas like that.
What was the dude's name? I knew Nash was one of the guys I was friends with, but the dude that you were in retro with. That
You talking about Sergeant Major Nash?
no, his name was a kid, like a peer, one of our peers.
Oh, okay. Oh, so Sergeant Major Nash is an interesting guy.
And he dated a rebel in Miss America.
Yes.
What was his name? He jumped her.
Did he number?
Yeah.
I just remember telling you he dated her. You're like, ooh.
She was like the news anchor there. I did used to
Oh,
sing karaoke with her.
Ryan Muma?
Did you like
Ryan
him?
Muma? He was an armor guy.
Was he not? No, I don't think he did.
The Harvest Night. He was a news anchor at Auburn.
She was.
Yes, she was.
Yeah, she was. I mean, she got heavier, but she was like, you could tell she was gorgeous.
He was like, oh, we took the same person. Because Ryan Muma dated a like local affiliate reporter that reported in. She was an Auburn affiliate reporter for like ABC. Flat chested.
No.
Different person.
Yeah, different person. This dude was an infantry dude, had like tats ripped out of his mind.
No.
A little bit taller. Officer though.
No. No, that guy I'm talking about was named Ryan.
I'm curious.
Yeah, teaching at iBook was like so.
I would love that.
It was, dude, such a rewarding experience. You just get to like run with the guys. The hours kind of sucked, and it was fucking hot, but it's super rewarding. It made me fall back in love with the Army.
Yeah, I've actually heard a lot of great things that, you know, once you kind of get your head around that, hey, you're going to be in the field a good amount.
Yeah.
But you know, you get to live as luxurious as you want in the field.
Oh yeah, like
You know,
you live out of a gubby and stuff like that. Like you get your grills, but like
I wonder if like it's so much nicer to go be an iBullet instructor. So probably have this initial trauma of being an iBullet student.
Dude,
And you go there and you're like, oh wait, this is actually a quality place, and I don't have to live that life.
dude, if the Army right now was like, hey, you gotta go do a job. If you need a job in the Army, you can't go to regiment, but like go do a job. I would probably think go back to university. It was such a good time to do it then. Maybe I would be a triple C instructor just so I don't have to go to the field.
I would go straight back to Triple C. I'd be a Triple C instructor 100%.
Her name was Mallory Hagan. So,
yeah.
did you have Paul Cheval as your instructor? I mean, when you were a student. Did you hear about Paul Cheval?
No.
I'm linking up with him while he's here. He's the aide for whatever the
Kaboli?
yeah.
Is he really?
Yeah.
He plays Mark Bush.
Yeah,
06, right? 06?
He's up. Probably 05.
Oh, yeah. He just came out of Lieutenant Command or something of it.
He's my company commander, but he came to us from Iowa.
To Kelly Hill.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, that dude was. I just say that because that girl Mallory, she's heavy. She was gorgeous. He was like kind of like a self-absorbed. Like I was like, man, he's like come out with us. I'd be like, dude, like what?
You pulled this?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he was absolutely like a great-looking dude. Yeah, like tall, chiseled, just like. But he was just not a nice human to her. I was like, man, this is wild.
Really?
And the dudes who I was tight with from Columbus, like non-army dudes, really didn't like him. And so I would like try to like, yeah, he has like a special job, you know what I mean? Like he's like special operations units, like comes in slack, and I'm like, yeah, no thank you.
Was he in 360?
Yeah, it's like that, yeah.
What 73rd guy?
I never saw him in uniform. It would always be outside of uniform, so I didn't know what he was like. He's like pretty like self-absorbed though. I hope to get over there with some of those stuff.
His house is nice.
Yeah, it's fucking cool. I feel like we never talked.
Single family homes with girls not do exist.
The more and more, Erickson, the more and more I look at like driving, I'm kind of like, I don't know if I rent a car.
yeah, dude.
Dude, you can do it.
Dude, Taylor drove on the wrong side of the road, but Taylor drives like a little like turbo like stick shift at home and he drives crazy. So I'm like, do I tell him to? It's actually to rent a car the whole time we're here is like $300.
Really?
Yeah. Like the whole time. Like we pick it up today, we drop it off the Sunday.
3 weeks later,
friends.
yeah.
I guess it's 2 for 2 weeks, which isn't bad when you think about it.
No. The gas will hurt, but not too bad. Yeah, we did the, before we got to, like I said before, we went to CJC, we did the week long in the UK. We just drove all over Scotland. And then when we were stationed in Germany, we ferried our car over here.
So that's good to know. That's a pub we could go and eat at, like a bus stop around or somewhere, right?
Yeah, it's Germany, right there.
This bus runs off to the night. I don't have power up yet.
That would be hurt.
No, it's just
Someone paid.
driving in the UK seems.
I did it once. I did it when I went TDY to here with my boss. And it was cool. Also, just because I had a like shift.
Oh, the one, yeah. Shift and clutch left.
I drive a clutch, but just not with my left hand. So I kept missing third.
Oh, really?
No, fourth. I kept missing fourth on the highway and going like grinding it over into like almost reverse. Just like, oh shit.
I don't know if you heard, but someone definitely paid this stuff.
Yeah, but how do you do that?
It's usually elevated.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's back there.
It's right there.
Yep.
The next one we hit?
No. Well, I've been taking notes of that. We're not. What time we get on time? There's a pub right there, family dining area. I'd love to. My goal there is to go.
You
to
told me
Passing
we
another
just
S6
passed?
in the
Yeah.
direction of Swindon. This one is
Yeah.
10986.
On the sign, I was like looking, I was like, oh, okay, cool. I can sit there.
Osney Island is where we're getting out. We still have like 10
We're now
stops.
in Southmore, about 20 minutes out.
Tell me that's not perfect.
Dude, they, where was that? I think they had like differences between like, sweetie, like they're all in the name. Imagine they have that, those two obviously, but like each one has like, see like this has Lime's house.
Co-op.
Erickson, where are you getting
Red
the
dogs.
schedule?
So, open to
The red
Google
dragons.
Maps. So Google Maps like has a really awesome integrated public transit aspect, but since America sucks like with public transit,
Only a circle between drew a circle.
Harbor.
And this is
It's for sale. Very Bishop. Very Bishop.
Gardens.
State secrets over here.
Walk you through every single step of what we have to do.
He's like,
Sorry, I don't know
the
what we're
guy
doing.
that does the train thing.
You know?
The bus guy.
We have a map who asked me all this question, but
I tried that.
it's going on.
What's that company that they had like an Amex deal for us?
So if you hit like track
At
or whatever,
Osney Island, we get out, we
like walk to the train station, hop on
Yes,
the blue
yes,
line.
yes, yes.
But
Yeah.
one of the ones that
It was
was like a train
For
fire,
countries
it
with
was
well
by
developed, it's like
It was just like
in
a-
Japan. It's like
I can't really. It's just like a.
you get around so easy, like so. And then I get in, and like because that's the shitty thing. You have to tell them where you're going. And
Where's
a lot
your
of
wife
times,
from Alabama?
I just
No,
tell
she's
them
from
about
Iowa.
my point,
But she's
and they're like,
an environmentalist, and
I
Omaha
tap.
has like one of the
Big agriculture.
yeah. So,
Have you gone to visit Iowa since you've been here?
oh yeah, because it's only like 3 hours away. So this is like the closest post we can get to her family's house. So we would like it's like every other weekend we go to her
That's quite nice.
mom's house.
Yeah, appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's a great system.
What town is it?
Dude, it's just no nothing. Bottom right, like we describe it as the Florida of Iowa. My wife's from Iowa. Because you're from Iowa too, right?
Not even close.
I thought you said Iowa.
New York.
Oh.
I was like, that's cool.
You were at
Yeah.
Iowa. Did you say something about Iowa earlier?
No.
Who was that?
He's in Iowa.
No. It was like yesterday. I thought someone said they were. Maybe it's Pearsons. Anyways, she's from the south, like the bottom right-hand corner of Iowa, Montrose. So,
They have a lot of good dirt racing up there. So.
dude, it's funny because when I was early dating my wife, we had just got married. I'm sorry, we just got married, and then we went to a dirt track. And she's like, "Let's go," and I was like, "Oh yeah, I haven't been to a dirt race in a long time." Dude, she got all like red lipstick, Daisy Duke shorts. I was like, "What the fuck are you wearing?" And she goes, "This is how you dress for the dirt track." I was like, "When you're trying to pick up tail?" Like go upstairs and change. And she was like, we laughed it off. But yeah, she got.
Like when you were in Columbus, like East Alabama Motor Speedway.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I'm gonna try and get my kid to race in East Alabama.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they have like legends. So I have that driving sim, and I make my kid race in it. So
I got $100 sim.
yeah, I try. That's my goal. My wife's like she's like he's like 5. I'm like they race at 5.
They
Like
race that. You have to get started. Have you not seen what's the Netflix Formula One?
Drive, Drive,
Yeah, Drive.
I love East Alabama Motor Speedway.
It's a great time.
I go to the dirt track years ago. I take the kids up almost every weekend.
The Columbus got their hockey team back.
Yeah, not just that. The first year this year, Braves opened up. Remember the Olympic Stadium? Going back to play baseball.
Really? And that old, was it softball stadium?
That was where. So it was a softball complex in the Olympics.
Okay, yeah.
And then they had a AA baseball team back there at that time too. So they redid the field. Synovus did it. Redid it over, which is another big company there, right? And the Columbus Clingstones.
Is that gonna be the minor league team?
Yeah, AA. The Braves are pumped because they've already said that they're gonna, the Gwinnett Braves are kind of not a thing because now the stadium's in Gwinnett.
Right.
So they've already did that. Most of their rehab starts for starting pitchers and a lot of it. It's good. They're just gonna do it in Columbus because it's an hour and a half.
Right. So
away.
close.
Stuff. I was like,
dude, we used to love to go to Montgomery to the biscuits game, the butter biscuits game, dude. But at one point I had a big biscuit hat that I would wear, dude. It was a good time.
what was is it still the Cottonmouths when you were there?
They were the Cottonmouths, but now they're the River Dragons now, I think. But yeah, no, they were the Cottonmouths. Yeah,
The River Dragons.
Yeah, Columbus kind of Cottonmouths, dude.
Cottonmouths game. Where's that, man?
And the Fayetteville Fire Ants are dude, kind of wild.
Oh yeah.
Fayetteville Fire Ants, that's a cool name.
Yeah, they're massive.
Now they're
horrifying.
now they're the Marksmen.
The Marksmen?
Yeah.
When I was at Carson, Springs had changed their team name, and they had put it up to the town vote. They were like the S'mores or some shit like that. Vibes.
That's
The Colorado vibes.
That's awesome.
Tight.
The Red Sox, the New Hampshire Fisher Cats are a subsidiary, and they did a vote, but they couldn't, contract-wise, they couldn't remove the name, so it's only going to come for a series, and they voted on the Space Potatoes.
Space.
Dude, that happens with the Savannah Bananas. I guess
Savannah Bananas
they
are-
put it up for the vote for the city, and they were like, they wanted the to-go cups. They were like, yeah, we want to be the Savannah to-go cups, and then the city was like, bananas. Put bananas in.
Yeah.
That's such a to-go cups in Savannah are great.
Dude, such a Savannah thing. Like, it'd been perfect. Like
That's where my mother-in-law's from, is Savannah.
Savannah.
My father-in-law was in half. That's what I meant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's what. That's why I wanted to go to Stewart. They didn't give me Stewart. I was like, they're like, well, we can give you Benning. I'm like, okay.
You think about dropping back into the Redmond? Be a Jag there.
Yeah. I applied assessed 2 years ago. I'm assessing this year too.
Oh,
Mark Bowden beat me.
did you not come out? Why didn't you try out this field for RAS?
So we don't. They're only
Oh,
there every
it's-
2 years. It's only one
gotcha.
billet. So
I gotcha.
When did they do the field grade rasp?
It was
Labor Day weekend.
It was right before we started.
Labor Day weekend.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad, except for the fact that it was just at that time. But
Are you going to Regiment?
no. I went to the selection though. Obviously.
Yeah. One of my coworkers from GYZ came back up for it. Got selected. It's quite cool.
what is it's just like you do like a mini rip, like a mini.
I wouldn't even call it like a mini rip. It's just like.
He said the worst part was the boards.
Oh well, the boards are always
tracks.
going to be the
He was like
worst.
more than the physical aspect of it, because the physical aspect was honestly, he's like it was not as bad as he was expecting. But he was like the boards were rough.
I've already been getting my letters for this one. I thought it was great for the one against Mark, but I don't know. Mark's great. I just know he was already tedious. He can play too. But
Mr. First Captain? Yeah.
yeah. So I thought I was the 82nd at the time. Tapmeyer was my DCGO,
Oh, Tech T1000.
and I had Webb, who was taking over RSTB, and then I had Donahue as my CG. I was like,
Dude, you're stacked.
I had my letters were great, but I just had Mark Bowden. He won every physical event.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even they didn't. I knew I was screwed because they only take Mark to the. I'm like, they're not even giving more than one slot because they'd already taken him. You know what I mean? He is impressive. Don't get me wrong. He is way better than I could ever be.
His wife was in my company at West Point, Oregon. It was so funny.
So I'm a little nervous now because it's not on my cycle. It was on my cycle coming to this for a year. It kind of threw me off. But this last jag, because I'm taking a tough job, the last 2 jags told me you can throw your hat in the ring again. I'll allow it. But now he got fired.
I know you're talking. Yeah.
So I'm like, but I already asked my team wrote me a letter, or even just alarm bell for a message comes out. It's pretty soon. Yeah, because we hire a year out. It's crazy because there's only one jag that gets to. And the other part I found out from the other 2 that did it before Mark, Jack Gibson, and basically it's like Mark doesn't really like me. He doesn't know me. So Rob's trying to lobby him to like me because he has probably they said an 85% say is the voter jag.
Yeah.
So I was like, man. But he's super each of them have what they're looking for. They kind of tell you. So Jack Gibson, Ryan McCormick, said they were just yeah, we want be good dudes, all this stuff. He's Tom. I know one of his captains who I was his mentor. He made it in, but he's this guy wants me to run below it. He's judging me based on he wants my ruck below 2 hours.
Yeah, it's
he
weird.
wants my 5 mile below 34 minutes, and I'm just It's like I was like, I hope he doesn't expect. Like I know he can do that, but I was like, I'm getting close to 40. Like
I don't.
I'm trying to. We're lawyers.
Like physical fitness is important, but there's a certain point where it's like, hey, the prioritization of that is not what it
Especially
should be.
for our job, right?
Yeah.
Like for what we do.
Make a legal case. Like that would be a better assessment than. Oh, what was your 5 miles an hour?
So he like told his lieutenants, like, this is what I expect. Or their captain, all his captains, this is what I expect. Because he called, that's captain called me. He was like, I'm nervous. I was like, I think you'll be fine. Like you're there, you're gonna be set.
You said you were in the STB?
Yeah.
As a commander?
No. As a JO.
A ton. Probably the majority of the students I had graduated were STB.
What was your role? No, I know.
So,
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
I'll tell you.
Was Derek sit there with you, Sibylla? Fucking mom. No, Derek Sibylla. Max, right? Fucking mom. He's doing the Downey thing. Well, he just finished it.
Really?
I was shocked.
Where would he go?
Yeah.
Do people do Downing and then they go to the UK? Oh wait, so Yale? Isn't the Downing the international one?
He went to Yale.
What's the international fellowship? Isn't it Downing Scholars?
Yeah, it's
I guess-
Italian because that's the one you learn the language and then you go to their.
No, that is Olmsted.
Olmsted, that's right.
Yeah,
Olmsted's the international one.
He's Olmsted Scholars.
I never thought it was that
For
smart.
Italian?
He was a Yale
Yeah, he
was like a good
went to
idea.
DLI learned Italian. He had a master's degree in Italian.
That's so cool.
I don't know, but I think
I was like, so you're like 100% fluent. He was like,
like Fox's wife, the HR female that worked there.
What's cool about it too? You're an Olmsted scholar. Your wife's left at a DIA.
He just get Maxwell. He's like, he's been there his whole career.
Like,
He went to
that was my
second
coming
there,
into command. I was like,
173rd
man,
there,
that's
and
what I want to do. I want to
you see
Olmsted
back
Scholars
there.
so bad.
You just had to
In a time limit lineup. Like, I had a branch, they were like,
Well,
hey,
so, yeah, you need to like,
application
yeah,
is
because
now.
it's all these people that
Yeah,
said they know
they're like,
you
application
can
is now. And the branch was like, you can apply for it. I can't tell you no. What do you mean?
When you go to
Meeting
Savannah,
it's people who are no
Yeah,
command
dude,
or
come
get
on.
too confused.
Did you find a place to
You're
do
gonna
that?
see
Not yet. We're still trying to figure out. I don't know.
Rejected and then
I was like, yeah, that's
Because
fair.
the deployment's on.
So
I'm
times
just
the
gonna go
time-
on a company
time
for
like-
a year.
I wanted to do. That's one of the, like. I love
Yeah, we're supposed
to plan there.
Here, yeah.
I was
My
like,
parents are
dude,
in town,
it's okay.
and
Go
then
to
her
the
parents
deal.
are your
Yeah,
I'm
boss.
saying yes to that job. Whatever that job is.
Yeah,
He works at
retired.
PCC, or he did. He took the deferred retirement
Yeah, we should be like
Yeah.
do stuff.
because he was going to retire in March, I think, or next March. So when they offered the defer, he's like, "Oh, I can leave early, a year
Make
early."
sure, because if we get off this bus, then we're off the bus.
No,
Yeah,
and
we're
then-
hoofing.
and then we're gonna have to hustle to the rail station because same thing. It's like bus next train's in 20 minutes, if not an hour. But that train's only 0.3 miles. So.
That would be nice to just stay, the average stay with me, like you're going to Poland.
Yeah, but dude, like right now, Facebook administration, I put the deployment at 46 hours. It's if it's going the way I think it is, it's gonna be like, oh, it's on for sure. It is. But we'll see.
You know where Rob is? That sounds like Rob at the end of the day, it's an interesting place. Doing for DXO, going to do like a down the lowland. I was like,
Yeah.
what?
Oh, another consulate.
So you might be there.
Oh, look, another consulate.
That's what they call it.
No, the McDonald's, American consulate.
I missed the joke. I bet.
That's the joke.
So this is no, this is fair.
No, this is,
We are like almost an office.
we're in Oxford.
Why are we getting a train though?
Because
There's alternative means.
It's I told you it's a town north of Oxford. It's one town north of Oxford.
We also go do Harry Potter stuff.
Tomorrow I do want to hit there. There's a
S6 going
Yes.
the other way,
The
1098.
the
so-
C.S. Lewis.
Sure, I don't
Yeah.
know, but yeah, sure.
And
There's
there's another golden MC in the
There's one
distance
that's like
down there.
C.S. Lewis and
It's got orange
Tolkien.
DMIs.
There,
I think it's an S9. I don't know.
I want to get a pint there.
It's a
Hey, trivia.
S9, yeah.
Is it really Harry Potter?
Osney,
10798. Swindon
Very
Bus
Harry Potter-esque.
Stagecoach Oxfordshire.
home bargains. Oh, look at Aldi.
Good. Go to that still.
So which one is this? This is
City Center.
This is City Center. City Center.
You're in the navigation rooms today.
Your Pathfinder badge. Do this bus driver's ability to
Navigate the
thread these roads.
well, it's also a bigger armory diplomacy, so that helps.
That's 100%. That has a factor. Might makes right.
So I see the Oxford station. Right
I think it's also like driving wall that bus have parking. Yeah. What do you guys think about
Do you know
all
about
this?
this place
I think
we're
it's
going to?
All these, all these in Europe is great. All
I
these
didn't-
I wasn't
adjust
told
is
the menu,
fine.
but
Oh, okay.
I was also
I realized
surprised.
it'd be
Like,
different.
I don't know. For some reason, I first thought that was the best. That's every week or every day. I was like, fuck, this is an expensive goddamn trip. But it wasn't until yesterday when they were like, oh no, we're going to a team. And I was like, oh, that makes sense why. Is this? I was like, dang, this the joint college mess is very fancy. The Sunday roast thing.
what is that? I didn't look at our.
And we are coming up to where the bus has to terminate.
I didn't
Osney
look at
Island.
for
Due
the engineer.
to what we road closure, I think there's 2 more bus stops. And then we're there.
Trip, so
Each believe 400 MMC there. That's
I
11252.
Or next this place looks good. So you're gonna buy a jacket too?
I'm just along for the ride.
I'll tell you what, this thing got up to sitting here.
You're starting to wear.
Oh, it's starting to mob.
Dude, you should be going up. It's about to be fine local.
So I could eat the tea, man.
No, I know, but I only getting I only got 4 hours of sleep before we flew here.
My wife
3.5
all
last
those.
night.
Did you sleep on the plane for a little?
I slept like an hour and a half.
There was like
But I knew we were going to be landing in the middle of the night,
My wife
so I
said
didn't
that.
want
She
to
told me
sleep
to
time
bring
when
that
we get here.
That was my plan until
No,
it
I-
shot
I-
alarm.
Yeah.
I'm faded right now because I didn't
So
sleep.
that's what I was saying. That
I'm like zoning out.
yeah, sitting
That's
on
what I
here with warm and the bounce. You know.
I didn't go to
The
sleep.
rocking back and forth. I'm just like,
I'll take this bus every day. What's
I
the
didn't
what
sleep on
time?
the plane
Is it
until
around
about
24 hours?
9:30 local.
I think Erickson's a 24-hour bus.
I got to look it up. I'm not sure. It might run a lot more during the week.
During the day, during duty hours.
It's 24 hours Monday to Saturday.
It is 29 seconds.
So thanks, man.
Sunday it finishes about midnight.
Midnight.
Yeah, I'm getting on every day after work. I'm getting on this bus and going somewhere.
Oh yeah. Well, I've already told
Josh.
Josh, John, Matt, Nick, Kyle. I'm like, guys, if you think that you are not doing something after work while we're here, that was like negative.
This is I'm glad we did this because it's a dry run. This is our so we're getting to the well, we can go to either station to get to Burnham on see if we're gonna go west. We can go to I could have taken a train from here too, so this is easy. I gotta just do this. Been rent a car. We can rent a car, but it's just like I'm nervous now with all these roads.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just talking about that.
Yes.
And this is Osney Island.
Thank you, brother.